So that's what Gregory did for me, and it made a great deal of difference in my life.
Now I think I would like to introduce Governor Jen Brown.
I think of cybernetics, I think of the Greek word, kubernos, which is the same root word as governor. So I think I am the cybernos. It helps me. I'm steering this thing. But of course we know the governor's not steering it, because the system is not steered. I remember one time I saw Greg, I can't remember where it was, but he was kind of walking around mumbling, parts and holes, parts and holes, parts and holes. And he says the part can never change the whole. It is embedded inside them.
The problem of trying to transmit our ecological reasoning to those whom we wish to influence in what seems to us to be an ecologically good direction is in itself an ecological problem.
We are not outside the ecology for which we plan. We are always and inevitably a part of it.
So we're all in this system where the ideas are feeding on the ideas that are communicated, and received, and then readjusted. And so that's how I think of my campaigns and my communication. I think Gregory Bateson said that even Goebbels, issuing his propaganda, had to listen for the response to adjust what his propaganda is. So we're all in this system, not me really doing this, it's all this interacting elements of relationships. Sounds like that's kind of important to think about, and I'm still thinking about it. He gave me a copy of his Mind and Nature, which I lost. But I remember he inscribed it, and he said, the new only comes out of the random. Now, I didn't understand for many years what that meant. The new only comes out of the random. Over the years, I got to understand that. If it's all planned, if it's all order, there's no space for anything unexpected. So chaos precedes cosmos. Disorganization can open the way for new pathways. And being at least perceived to be somewhat disorganized, I kind of like that idea. And actually, being somewhat random is a virtue, not a vice. Because we've all got problems. And climate change, species extinction, all these different issues, and not to mention inequality that's growing. And what is the ecology of that? Another thing that I like what Gregory said was that you need rigor and imagination. If you have only rigor, it's death. If you have only imagination, it's insanity. So these mixtures of rigor, order, and then imagination, random, and unpredictability, these all have to go together. It's very hard to explain that. One of the essays that Gregory wrote, Steps to Ecology of Mind, he talked about I can't remember what he said, whether billions of people are going to die, or whole species, or nations, but whatever it was bad. Unless we dealt with one of these three conditions. One is population growth, another one is technological change, and the other is what he called the Occidental idea of man. Now, he says, you don't have to change all three to prevent catastrophe, but you got to change one. And he thought maybe the idea that we have of ourselves, maybe that's the idea we might change. So I keep looking out for signs. We can't use Occidental, I'm not sure what that means, but some idea of us. Now, in thinking about what's the Western idea of man, as you come across the San Francisco Bay Bridge from the Oakland side, there's an electronic billboard. It's been up there for about a month by Sprint. Nice flashes, stays there for 5 seconds. And it says, our goal is your unlimited satisfaction.
Yeah, right.
That's what it says. And I keep seeing that. Our goal is your unlimited satisfaction. So I think about that. Every time I go by that sign, I say, that's an idea that we better change. If we can change that, maybe we can save things. But that thing keeps flashing. Yeah, you know, it's there and you can see it for miles and miles.
I want a new society, a social revolution. So I need a new language.